Now, I'm not too much of a person that would stream games because I'm a pretty picky gamer. There's always certain games I'll pick up play if it catches my eye. But let's say if I was to, streamline games such as the newest ones, I'll play games such as Spider-Man, Baldur's Gate 3, Mario, stuff like that. The games that recently came out. However, in Phil's case, he likes to claim that he's too busy so he can't play certain games such as Baldur's Gate or Robocop. And yet, all he does is just play games all day. And a little birdie told me that he's actually decided to bring one game back, but threatens to quit it if he doesn't get the support he needs. Now, which game is that you want you to ask about, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's find out, shall we? And we'll go into my boy not Snort, Duty Streams. Let's see what he's got for us today.
And depending on how tonight goes, and depending on how Monday goes, because I have 2 Street Fighter 6 streams set for this week. If they do well, if people show up, engage, and support these streams, I'd be okay with bringing back Street Fighter 6 to the regular rotation again. Now, whether that means I play master level gameplay or I try other characters, doesn't really matter. Keep in mind that we also have to beat the story at some point, which could probably be 1 to 2 more night streams, depending. So we got a lot to do in Street Fighter 6, and I hope that you guys are excited for it.
If I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, then this game came back what out at the summertime, and Phil had what? Let's say it came out, and I can't remember exactly. Was it June, July? Anyways, it came out in the summertime. It's now November. This game is pretty much old and dead. I told Phil, to bring it back, just to play the multiplayer, so I could see him rage and bitch about. Yeah, he's talking about the story like, Phil, you should have beat the story a long time ago. Why are you dragging people through this? It boggles my mind that you rather bring other stuff back instead of playing what? Baldur's Gate 3, which your chat has been asking you to please play. Play Robocop, which your chat has asked you to play, and those are the 2 games you keep saying I may eventually want to play but don't have time. What are you doing that's important, Phil? Do you have business meetings with Microsoft? Or do you have luncheons with Sony? No, Phil. You're at home all day long playing games. You got plenty of time to streamline those games, Phil.
However, this is what I said, and I guess you guys couldn't hear me because the stupid music was playing. Here, you know what I'll do? That's better. Now you can actually see me, right? So Friday Night Fights is back for tonight, but we can't do Friday Night Fights next week because next week on Black Friday, 1 week from today, I'm doing my Adpocalypse Marathon. So we can't do Street Fighter then. What we'll do is if it goes well this week, if you guys enjoy this week, and meaning tonight and Monday night, and it goes well, then I'll probably try to bring it back to the rotation 1 to 2 times a week again at night. It likely wouldn't be, or it can't be Friday night. Maybe it would be like Saturday night, and then maybe we could play it again like Tuesday night or something like that of next week. So it all depends.
It all depends. So you want to bring this game back, which I'm glad you did, because again, I like to see you bitch, moan, and complain when you're getting your ass handed to you. But you only bring it back, 2 nights? Why don't you bring it back for just 1 night, which would be just Friday? Because usually the beginning of the weekend, Friday is usually prime time where players come on to play of the game they want. Now, you may not get as many matches as you like back then because this game's been out for quite some time. However, though, you're going to be playing against a very, decent amount of very good Street Fighter players because guess what, Phil? You're in, if I'm not mistaken, Master Mode, you plan to use Blanca or E Honda or unless using somebody else.
But we got to see how it goes. If it goes well, then I'm down for bringing it back. If we play and it's stagnant and the only people here are trolls to fucking yell and scream as I lose, and, I see that it's just a bunch of toxic shit, then we're not going to do it anymore, But I like Street Fighter 6. I like keeping Street Fighter in the rotation. I do. I would be okay with keeping this in the rotation.
Allow me to translate this, ladies and gentlemen. When he means by if it does well, he means by as if people giving him money, aka tips, mainly. If he gets a lot of tips, then he'll keep in super chats, maybe, but he preferred tips the most. In other words, if he can get, let's say, $100 in tips with this game, he'll keep it going. But if not, he'll actually, again, wage credit and put it to the side. And the other thing that I also want to clarify is he talked about how if you help a bunch of trolls, screaming in the chat. Nah, we just sit back, watch, let you play the game, bitch and moan, and then we'll make a video of it pretty much making fun of you, Phil.
People are going to come and engage and support like they used to over the summer, all right? Now, one other thing for those of you who are fighting game aficionados, all right? If and when Street Fighter 6 does get completely stale, which it very well could, right? Remember, I have a mini PC, and we could try to get that thing set up and working with retro fighting games.
I forgot he had that stupid mini PC that he put, to the wayside, let it collect a whole bunch of dust. But I'd be surprised he could play games such as Marvel Superheroes, Capcom versus Marvel, stuff like that. Those, we're talking about the classic games from way back then. I'd be surprised if he can handle games such as that.
Example, X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom 1. All right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Marvel versus Capcom. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Super Turbo, yes. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Capcom versus SNK 2. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Just to name a few classic fighting games that we could play on there and have a lot of fun playing against others on there, I think.
Phil, you can actually buy that on your off of PlayStation or Xbox too. You can buy a lot of the classic games from there as well.
Supposedly, this joystick should work with the mini PC. Apparently, it is PC compatible. I don't know if it has a switch for it or not. It does. It actually does have a switch that says PC on it right there. So it has that setting. And so we could eventually try to get that working. So for now, let's focus on Street Fighter 6 and try to bring it back and see if people like it. And if they do, and it becomes a regular occurrence again, great. But if and when we get bored or we want variety, or, get to the end of the year, you're tired of Street Fighter 6.
Again, Phil, if you want variety and people are asking that, play Baldur's Gate 3, play RoboCop. Those are games your audience is constantly asking you to play. And if I'm not mistaken, don't you have 2 game codes for that, which you should give away if you're not planning to use, you dumbass?
You bring that into the fold in the mix and try to play retro fighting games on the mini PC and see how it goes. All right, I'm totally down for that. That was one of the plans for the mini PC to begin with. So I'd be totally open to that possibility when we get to that point.
That's fucking bullshit.
Okay? Now, one other thing. Tonight, I am trying Dalsim. I have not used Dalsim in ages. If you remember when the game first started, I played him and liked him.
And instead of playing Blanca or Honda, he wants to play with Dalsim. So he wants to start all over again. So he rather start the easy, pretty much start the tutorial once again instead of going, continue off where he left off in master ranking.
I tried later. I couldn't really get the hang of him. I always used Dalsim when we were doing the fan lobby nights or viewer lobby nights, and I liked him for variety. But I finally watched some Dalsim matches last night, and I found some interesting strategies. I found what apparently is his best lockdown combo. It's just like standing jab is his best normal. So if standing jab hits, you do low jab under it. Oh my god, I mistimed it. Nothing I could do. I lost because I mistimed my anti-air, and he got in on me. That's 100%. I mistimed it. I should have probably done fierce, not roundhouse. His jab beats everything. It's fucking ridiculous how good his jab is. Wow, you saw that distance? I was so far away. Wow. Oh my god, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I wanted throw, and I did parry by accident. He was wide open standing right next to me, and I fucking did the wrong move completely. Oh, I didn't get caught? Oh man, full wall bounce from that distance. That's like maximum. I don't know what's going on. I did mine. Wow, nothing. He's gonna win now. I did mine. Didn't do anything. It just gave him move after move and wouldn't let me do my retaliatory move. Mash jab. So stupid he could just mash jab and get away with it. Well, that was a bad move. I should have waited. Can't do anything. Dalsim can't do anything. He needs meter. Without meter, he can't get out of the corner. I never should have mashed level 3. That was terrible. I never should have done that. Oh no, I didn't do that. I wanted stretch. I wanted stretch fierce, and I got back fierce, so I lost the match. I got the wrong normal. It sucks. Close match. I blew it. I blew it with bad inputs. Wow, I can't even react. I tried. Wow, drop my input. You saw that. It dropped it completely. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, every move he does absorbs all my hits. It all absorbs constantly. Fuck. You're kidding! He absorbed all the hits! Wow! He absorbed all the hits and gets level 3 off of Drive Impact. That is nuts! That's the up fireball. He jumps, his Zangief's jump arc is weird and I'm missing.
The speed is up just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. I did watch some of his Street Fighter gameplay Dalsim, and he didn't do too well. He really did. He was doing a bit more complaining and bitching, which was pretty funny.
Rush, okay, into another standing jab, into back medium, into flame. And that's a great combo. It's a bread and butter combo for him. It keeps people off of you. I also figured out that most top Dalsims never, ever, ever use level 1 super. They're always saving their super to have a level 2 to get out of a situation if you get trapped, or if you push your opponent into the corner with a drive impact and they're stuck in the corner. The level 2 super does monstrous damage to them.
Phil, here's the thing. You don't do, playthroughs, you don't do walkthroughs, you don't do nothing. You just brute force your way to the game. So why are you getting this information on when you could just send them the link to this person and show you all this stuff? You could have easily done that, Phil. And even with all this info you had, you still didn't do that well with Dalsim. When I saw you was actually getting your ass handed to you more than often, and you was complaining between, oh, I'm a little rusty, oh, my output didn't came out, whatever. You also a couple times blamed the other person's input, whatever. You blame them when it's really you're just that horrible at Street Fighter.
And in addition, the level 3 super is really good for combos like what I just described. You do the jab, low jab, drive rush, stand jab, medium, then you could super cancel any special move there into level 3. And it does a giant chunk off the enemy's bar. And all the top Dalsims are using that. I saw quite a few interesting strategies. Now, the thing is, there's a couple things I don't know. Like, Dalsim has a special throw. I don't even know how to do it. I got to figure that out. I have no idea how you do it. And because they use it all the time as like a...
Oh, Phil, move on. You're just giving out nothing but filler. You could do that all behind the scenes, off cam, to get better with Dalsim.
Do the teleport and then psych them out and then do that special throw. I don't even know how to do it. I got to figure that out. So we're going to definitely do some casual matches tonight to at least get into the swing of things. We may or may not get to the ranked. We haven't played with Dalsim at all in ranked on PlayStation 5. 0 matches. So once I kind of get things down, we'll try to figure stuff out from there. Okay, but it should be an interesting night of me trying Dalsim for the first time in a million years.
It's not a million years. He hasn't played him in a couple of months. He's not that rusty. He's just not that good at the game.
Competitive capacity. We'll see how it goes and go from there. And Monday night, I don't know what we're doing. It could be more Dalsim. It could be...
Again, I'll say this one more time, Phil. What you can do on Monday, you can say, hey guys, guess what? We're going to make a change. We're going to play a brand new game. We're going to play RoboCop. Yay! Or you can say, we're going to play Baldur's Gate 3. You could do that, Phil, for Monday, and that will really get you a lot of views.
Zangief. It could be Lily. It could be Honda. It could be Blanca. I have no idea. I'm just playing by ear. I'm not really stressing too much about it.
I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I try my best to try to help this fool out what games he should play, but he's not going to listen to me and nobody else. Just the little voices in his head.
Okay, everybody? Now, obviously, if you support tonight, that'd be amazing. I would appreciate that for the return of Street Fighter. If we get in...
Actually, it'll make me feel a lot better if you do come there. Just watch it. Don't give this man any money. Don't give him another. Just watch his gameplay and that's it. Let him find out the hard way what it's like to not get money.
Like I said, I will likely try to keep this in the rotation. But if I've noticed that right off the bat within a stream or two here, we already kind of dwindles and people are tired of it, then we don't have to bring it back in any kind of a full-time capacity. We can maybe try to do other stuff, but we'll see. Okay? Okay.
Phil. He never ceases to amaze me, ladies and gentlemen. He always finds the most pathetic excuse to not play a decent game. But anyways, I don't want this video being too long. And I'll see you on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy.